So is it? Yeah. Oh, when I go in. Yeah. Can we get some sitting music? Do we control the music?
What?
Do we control the music?
We do.
Oh, let's put on some music just to. I don't know. Oh, we are?
Be careful with that. Even if it's Spotify? Yeah.
Oh, okay. No. Okay. All right, does everyone have a seat? Okay. The hecklers. Is in the room. So I'm going to give the spiel. I'm sorry for those of you that have heard it before. You have to listen. Demo days, code. Okay. To Boston. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? Once they form their team, so we have 5 teams of 4 people, we had a product design sprint with Hugo, who's here. Woo! Right? So he says. And they any entrepreneur, I think 120 because you're gonna say per. You guys know that? That make me want to be a better person, right? A more interesting, socially conscious, healthy, you name it. I'm feeling it, okay? So I just want to give a big thank you to Batch 122 for just, helping me be a better, well-rounded person. Thank you. And without further ado, I give you Eat Well. Miguel from USA.
So, Eat Well. Eat Well is an app that was built for people like myself. I'm somebody who spends a lot of time reading the news, paying attention to world events, and it's incredibly clear that in many ways, the world's in a bit of trouble. Climate change is totally real. It's happening. And I don't think that it's up to the governments to come in and fix this stuff. It's up to us as consumers to vote with our dollars and to research every company and research all the complicated issues. Luckily, our team partnered with an impact investor and moral philosopher to help figure that bit out. And we developed an impact framework based on the Sustainable Restaurant Association to award badges to restaurants based on their supply chain, their community engagement, and their food redistribution programs for unused food going back to the community. And we also figured out a way to reward consumers for using it. So without further ado, let's dive into some of the features of this app. It's basically a restaurant discovery app, but all the restaurants in there are kicking ass. You can't really see it, can you? There's no text. Okay, we'll work with that. So what it says is discover Lisbon restaurants that care, collect impact points. why don't we go to the About section just to understand what that is. Okay, we're supporting a business that's doing good, that's helping lower your impact as a consumer, your impact on the environment, on society, whatever. So you get a nice notification saying that it's worked, and let's go check out another restaurant. We're in Cage de Sodre. Let's see what Cage de Sodre has to offer us. So we navigate back home, and we search Cage de Sodre. It's always hard for me to pick because there's so many good places to eat in this neighborhood. That's one of the best parts of Wagon is the location. Guys, come on. It's great. Oh, Sama Sama Crepe and Juice. These guys are awesome. I hear they've got great lemonade. Never tasted it, but let's go. They've got 2 impact badges. It looks like they have one for sourcing and one for food recycling. I think they participate in ReFood, which, by the way, guys, we're in partnership talks with. We've already left a review. We don't need to leave one right now because we're running short on time, I think. But let's check in. Let's check in. We ate there. We loved their lemonade. It's so good. Let's go see what offers we can get with these impact points that we've been collecting. Okay, I see there's one from Sama Sama for lemonade. What else do we have? There's one from the Lisbon Winery offering a free port with a 2-wine tasting. Let's go for the lemonade. I've already had a bit too much beer tonight, so with something a little softer, it's good. I get a notification indicating that my redemption has been successful, and I can check my email for details. And that, my friends, is the user flow for Eat Well. It's about finding great restaurants, getting points for eating well, and then redeeming those points with our advertising partners. And I'm excited to say that during the course of this program, we've actually gone out and partnered with a couple restaurants who are offering you, the audience, free stuff. So if you go to this site and create an account and just play around with it, you don't actually have to go to the restaurants yet to check in, but go test it out, check in, and you'll be able to redeem these offers and go to Lisbon Winery and go to Sama Sama and get these things. And like I said earlier, we're in partnership talks with ReFood right now, and it's all coming together, and we're going to stay in Lisbon and pursue this as a business idea. So I hope you'll join us on this journey. Thank you very much. The last thing I'm going to say is hats off to the amazing team I've been working with, Mariana, Francisco, and Olya. It has been a dream and a journey. Thank you.
Okay, guys. So, we like for you to be creative and use your imagination with the apps. We can't dim the lights, so we can't, because it's going live, and if we dim the lights, there are millions of people that won't see these applications or your faces, okay? Millions, right? So, oh, you can dim the lights. Lying, we can dim the lights. If you ask 5 times, they do it. Okay, so we are going to dim the lights, and you will be able to see the screen, maybe. If not, it's being recorded, and you can watch it from home, which I know you will want to do that. So, okay, thank you. So next up, well, first again, more stories and confessions. Who here took piano lessons as a kid? Who here actually plays the piano? Yeah, that's what I thought. Me too. Me too. Actually, Maria, our amazing intern for this batch. Woo! Yeah. Amazing. She took piano lessons for 10 years. 10 years. And then she just stopped playing piano, right? because she never had anyone to play with, you know? She never had anyone to practice with. And I told her, Maria, piano, instruments, it's great for your personal development. You gotta play the piano still. And she was like, oh, I don't have anyone to play with. And I said, well, now you're out of excuses because there's jam sessions. Jambox! Jambox! They changed the names, okay? They changed the names. Did you change the name? All right. No, they didn't. Never mind. I just made that up in my head. All right. So we have Buj, Daniel Buj from Norway and Portugal. Paulu from Rome, not Italy, Rome. Yeah. And Jeremy from Belgium. And Daniel Lopez from Colombia.
Hello, everyone. So I'm a musician. I play piano, drums, and guitar. And I used to live in England. In England, we would often go out and we would find ourselves coming back home after a night out, playing with a random assortment of instruments and random objects. And we would create something that had a sonic similarity to what I would call music. Partial similarity. Anyway, I like to jam in my free time with my friends, but as soon as I left England, I came back here to Portugal, where I lived before. I found myself in a bit of a problem. I didn't know many musicians, and I didn't know how to organize a jam session in an effective way that would be, you know, you have to take into account all of the instruments, and you have to bring them to a specific place, and you have to transport, and then musicians are lazy by nature. So what happens is, you just don't do it for weeks after weeks. You just don't jam. So my friend told me about this app called Jambox. Jambox it brings musicians together. It allows you as a person to put your living room as a place where you can play. And you can allow people to take your instruments in your living room and play them. And they can bring their own instruments too. So this is Jambox. Here we have two options. We can create a jam. So let's start with that one. As a user, and I've got, let's say this massive, amazing space right here. How about eTick? Let's create a jam in eTick right now. Yeah? Woo! Right now, with 3 people, and let's make a blues jam. Why not? In the process, for beginners, of course. And yeah, people can bring their own instruments. They can bring whatever they want. So we create the jam, and suspense. More suspense. Whoa. Here's our jam, right here, in about 3 minutes. We can add our instruments that are available within eTick. There's a piano at the back there. I don't know if everyone can see. Look, right there, that piano. Let's put that piano onto this jam. Okay? I'm sure there's a drum set somewhere in this creative arts building. Let's add a drum set as well. Okay. And now we can wait for people to join our jam. In the meantime, next week I have a lot of free time. Let's find something that I can join next week with any of my instruments. Let's search for maybe jazz, maybe in Lisbon. Look, go through the filter section. You search, and here's a variety of jams happening nearby to us for a specific instrument that I want. Let's go to the bottom. Actually, maybe I feel like playing another type of music. Maybe hip-hop instead of jazz. Hip-hop. Let's change the filters. Cool. Maybe, they look nice. Maybe the one right, that one looks cool. Jam in, London. Here, I'm able to bring my own instrument to the jam. One of the 2 instruments of mine, they belong to me, and I will bring them to the jam with a simple click of a button. I'll bring my drum set. All right. In the meantime, so this is scheduled for next week. In the meantime, we can go back to my group that I created, and we can see if anyone has actually joined my jam. Look at that. We've actually got 3 people that have just joined the jam. And if I'm not mistaken, it's starting in about it's starting right now. So let's jam.
And looking for like commentary, like what's the meaning of life, you know, how does this relate to whatever. And basically in the end I was by myself looking on YouTube, and I had no one to discuss like this huge epiphany I had with the movie, right? It felt very lonely. Yeah? No, it's really thank you. It's really like isolating. So long story short, Cinebuddies arrived. Friends! Again, like they, Cinefriends. Did you guys change your name too? No? Okay, Cinefriends arrived, and now I'm set, right? I'm a more interesting individual with more interesting friends because of Cinefriends. Give it up for Lorenzo from Italy, Carly from the USA, Marta from Spain, and João from Portugal. Thank you.
10,000 francs should pay our expenses.
Our expenses? Mm-hmm. Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Such a great film. Humphrey Bogart, wasn't he really good? Didn't you like it? Oh, fuck it. I'm amongst friends, right? I can be honest. I have a confession then. Here it goes. I am a cinephile. That's right, you heard me correctly. I am an unabashed lover of cinema. I want to find others who love to geek out. Do you want to talk about subplots or montages, art direction, cinematography? I'm your woman. I love it. But here's the hard part. I just moved to Lisbon, and it's a bit hard to come out to other people about my obsession. I never know how to do it, how they'll react. Maybe they'll give me the side eye. I never know. So I found this website. And it felt like it was made just for me. Cinefriends. It's where cinema lovers go to find each other. And be still my heart. When I found it, I knew I was home. It was great, because when I signed up, I was able to fill in my favorite movies, my favorite directors, and then the best part, when I get to the homepage, because I go every day, I can see, they tell me when my favorite director is showing in my area or a favorite movie. That said, I digress. I really wanted to go see this movie, Lady Bird. I've heard a lot about it. Well, okay, I haven't heard a lot about it because I don't have any friends who actually talk about cinema. I've read a lot about it. So I can go to the website, and it's super easy. I can check and see who's already going to a film in my area. That said, I'm no film amateur. I do not go to movies on the weekends. That's for kids. So if I'm here and I don't see anyone who's going on the date that I want to, I can just as easily make my own posting. I pick the date, the app tells me which theater it's showing at, and then I can pick the showing time as well too. I mean, it's pretty impressive. And then all I have to do is sit back and wait for my fellow cinema lovers to find me. That said, I digress a little bit, and whilst I do want to go see Lady Bird, it's not really why I came to the website. I was on the metro the other day, and I saw a special screening of Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So I know, Spielberg, right? Little mainstream, but it's vintage Spielberg. And so I thought, okay, I'll go to the website and check and see if there are any people going. And I saw this guy, João, and I thought, all right, he wants to go, and I'm actually free on that date. But let's check out his profile first, just to make sure what's going up. And send my feet tingling, ladies and gentlemen. He has a quote from vintage Spielberg, Jaws. Oh, this is a match made in cinema heaven. So all I've got to do is click one button to partner up with him. I mean, it's super easy. I just click the button, and then I can send him a message saying something like, hey, João, let's go check out the film. Maybe we should meet about 15 minutes before. If I'm feeling pinky, I might tell him that I prefer salty popcorn over sweet. I might also tell him that I am more of a back row, middle of the aisle kind of girl. But I mean, some of these things are already in my profile, but I still really like it. And I mean, this is the kind of thing, we can sit here and we can chat back and forth, and I can be as nerdy as I want to, because this website lets me. The people around me say, yes, let's get nerdy together. Let's have fun. This is what it's like, right? Have you ever had that moment where you find someone and you're like, we are soulmates. We get each other because we have the same passions. This is what this website is all about. And so once I'm here, then I can go check out my dashboard. Super easy, right? And then I can...
Sorry?
João, are you kidding me? We're in the middle of this.
Sorry.
No,
just accept your request right now for the movie.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Thanks, man. All right, sweet. So I can go to my dashboard, and I can see that João accepted me, so it looks like I'm going to the movies with João. But I can also see that someone named Marta wants to go to the movies with me to Lady Bird, so I can accept Marta. And to be perfectly honest, it looks like I have a pretty busy week of cinema going, I must say. And this is the brilliance of CineFriends. Cinema lovers, film geeks, movie nerds, we can unite under one banner. No longer will we sit alone in dark theaters. We will join together, and we will enjoy our films together. Thank you. Hi, Mommy. Hi, Daddy. I love you. I miss you.
So, do I have to keep on stalling, Carlos? Yes. No. Okay. Next up, personal development. What is the one thing that we all have in common when it comes to personal development, I think? What? We hate it. There are some other Americans in the room. We love it. Okay. What is the one thing that Americans don't like doing? Yes! Yes! No. Walking, right? I hate walking. Do you know when I'm at home in Dallas, Texas, I can drive through the pharmacy, the bank, restaurants, but like not fast food restaurants, like real restaurants, drive through. Everything. The convenience store, I can buy beer without getting out of my car. I think you can do that in Germany too, though. But anyway, so we hate walking, and this is something that I'm always having to like work on, is walking more, even in Lisbon. Like I've always Ubers, man, that ruined my life, right? I'm gonna die young because of Ubers. Anyway, but like I said, this group is making me a better, healthier, more interesting person. And now I have Walkie. Walkie inspires me to walk and get from A to B. It actually makes it much more interesting. So, give it up for Irina from Romania/England, Maura from Mozambique, Jose from USA/Portugal, and Bar, aka Baratu, aka, Francisco, from Portugal. Yeah, you guys are walkers. I can see that. I can see you're excited about walking.
Because you've eaten well, you've jammed, you've gone to the cinema, and I know that Shannon got you really excited. You want to get up on your feet, you want to go for a walkie. So I'm going to tell you what it's about. We are an amazing app that gives you customized trails around the city. Will transform totally the way you experience and the way you discover a city. How many times have you come to a place and you've got a limited amount of time, you really want to, you're excited to see that place, that city, right? But you're like checking like outdated websites from 2013. You're fussing around with maps. You don't know how to like work. They take you from this landmark to that landmark on some ugly ass road on the highway. You're not seeing anything. You're not experiencing the city. And this is a pain that I really, really felt. And as a local also living here, I get bored of the same places. When people come to visit me, I really want to take them somewhere new. Like, so I'm excited as well as them. And this is why I thought up Walkie, and we built it together with my amazing team. Big ups, Burr, Francisco Barreto, our master cartographer, Maurita, and Joe, big Boston guy. Just don't bust his balls, okay, anybody? We made this dream come true so that you can experience the city in a really, really nice way. And just think of Walkie as like that local trusted friend, the one that would tell you about all the coolest spots to go to, all the like hidden gems of the city, so that you'd be proud to tell your friends like, wow, Lisbon has this and this and this. So that's Walkie. Let's go in and we can choose from different like walks around the city. These are like featured ones. And always with Walkie, our like focus is on something different, off the beaten path, non-mainstream, something really cool. And we have a lot of different choices there. So I can look through that, or I can go through the categories. In the categories, I can see what I'm feeling. For example, like I can see I have a seaside category there. If I'm feeling like a nice breezy walk, I can take one by the seaside, or I can check out a cool neighborhood or some nice urban art. But let's go with alternative, because I know that Lisbon is one of the up-and-coming cities for like cool street art. And these are the kind of places that are really hard to find online, where they are, what kind of art you can see there, what kind of information, which is why we designed Walkie. So let's go with the first walk in Marvila. This is where we're all going to go drink afterwards, right? Are you joining us after the demo? Yeah, we're going to go to Marvila. We're going to have some nice beer. So this is the Marvila street walk. When I went on this walk, it was really hard to find where the murals were, to understand who the artists were and what was going on. So that's why I wanted to create this walk and upload it for you guys, so that it's easy for you to go and like take your friends along. And if you guys also have some cool ideas, and I know that you do, you're here, so you must be cool, you're friends of ours, please, please, please upload your information. You can put all your walks on there. It's super easy. You fill in our form. You can put all your details, your points of interest. You can do all of that, and a map will be created for you with your trail, which is really, really nice. But back to my walk. I can give it a like, so I can save it in my favorite walks. And I can also share it on Facebook, so I can invite my friends. I think all my friends are here, but all my other friends, they can come to this walk as well. Tell them it's a really good walk, this one. And when I'm ready, after I've done that, I can click on go. Let's see what that does. Boom, there's my map. The best map in the world. You're never going to see a map like this. This map tells you, this map will never get you lost, let me tell you. Like, we've got a starting point, we've got an ending point, we've got all of our points of interest. You can click on each one. You know what's going on. We've got a bit of information, so you're never, ever lost. You never have to leave our app. You don't have to go to Google Maps. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful experience. I want you guys. I feel like Trump. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful experience. I understand him now. So I know what you're thinking. You love it. You love Walkie. Tomorrow you're gonna come with me, hungover, on this walk. That's fine. But if there was one thing missing, And this was really late in the game for our app, but our mentor, our godfather of the walk, where is he? Philippe, is he there? He came and he told us at like 5 p.m. the day before, he was like, if you could think of anything else for your walk that you would love, what would it be? And I was like, music, let there be music. So imagine how cool it would be if you had a tailored soundtrack, proper for that walk, for each one, and that's what we have for walkie. So let's try that chill hop. What have we got there to see? All you have to do is put in your earphones, click play, click on go, and enjoy your walk. Can we play of that? It's really good, I promise you.
This is how we
enjoy your walk. I hope you
From the 142. This is how we chill from 93 from the 142. Clarity, optimist, what I see from my optics. Me.
Okay, a few questions. Can anyone tell me what they had for lunch on Wednesday? Wednesday, what'd you have for lunch, Bronco? Exactly. Tuesday, what'd you have for lunch? Yeah. Monday, anyone? What'd you have for lunch? It's very memorable. Okay. We also have a thing for bifanas. Bitok too. Yeah, anything with a B, really. All right. So, okay, another true story, and I think I'm actually going to hog the stage a little bit because I just read this self-help book. Hey, Peanut Gallery in the back. I know you guys are excited, but we have one more team, and I want you to hear my life lesson I'm about to tell you. I'm really serious. Okay, so another true story. I just read this great self-help book. Really good. I'm serious. It's called Moonwalking with Einstein. Has anyone read it? So good, right? I loved it. And it's about memory. It's about memories. And it follows the life of professional memory athletes. I don't know, I can't remember what they're called, okay? But this is a thing where people go to competitions and they like compete with their memories, all right? But that's not the point, okay? The point is, there was one part of the book that I found like super interesting, and I want to share it with you, and it's kind of relevant. I'm making it relevant. So let me just first start with a few points. One, our life is made up of memories. Huh? Yeah? Yeah? You're like, okay, Shannon, following you. Got it. Okay, 2, time actually moves slower when you have more memories, right? So like when you can actually remember what you did, time starts to move slower. But how do you actually remember what you ate for lunch on Wednesday, right? Like how do you actually remember these things? Because in the end, it's really hard to remember, right? So how do you create a memory that's sticky? You make it novel. You make it new. That's how you create memories that are sticky, something different. You guys remember when you were kids? And like the days seemed like they lasted forever? Remember? Remember? Thank you. That's because everything was new. I am going somewhere with this, but it's a really good book, okay? So basically, I really want to make my life feel longer. And what this guy said is if you want to create a life that is longer, you need to make it memorable. And you need to create memories that actually stick. And how do you do that? You make things novel. You try new things. You learn how to code, right? You go to bifanas, which you probably would never eat if someone didn't convince you to go in that place. Yeah. It's good. It's really good. I hope the guy doesn't watch this. He wouldn't, right? It's kind of gross, but it's good. I remember it a lot. All right, so to create a long life, you need to create new memories, and they need to be different from what you're used to. And for that, we have Pick. Because I actually have gone to the same 4 restaurants for the last 4 years in my neighborhood, and I cannot remember what I've eaten in 4 years. So to start with my memorable life, I have Pick a restaurant to help me with that. Give it. That was a long one, sorry. It's a really good book. So give it up for Team Portugal. We have Alexandra, Joanna, Indiana, and Mr. Boots, a.k.a. Bota.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants?
I will take the stand.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? God damn it. What do you want?
I have to go.
So, hi guys. When it comes to choose a restaurant, we all have had this problem, don't we? Too many options, too many scrolling down Zomato, too much time having to say, but where do you want to go?
I don't know. It happens to me all the time. In fact, tonight, I asked my wife, well, I promised my wife we would go out for a nice dinner. She's standing back there, filming me.
Woo!
But again, I don't know where to go. So, who's here with me? Who had this problem before? Going out for dinner shouldn't be a pain, right? Should be a funny thing to do.
So that's why we created Picker Restaurants, the solution for this problem.
So, what do you think, Rita? Rita is my wife. So, what do you think? Should we choose a place to dinner tonight with the app? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, let's pick dinner. I know she likes Japanese food. Well, Mexican as well. And I like Latin American, so I will throw in there. I want a place nearby, near Cais. Small radius and price range between 5 and 55. It's okay.
Contrabando. Well, that sounds nice. Let's see some pictures. 30 euros for two. It's open. Great rating. Rita, what do you think? Do you agree?
Should I call him?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hi. Good evening. Do you have table for two? Okay, 9:30 sounds perfect for me. See you there. Done. Done.
Woo! Done. Well, and if you want to keep track of the picks, you can always go to the dashboard. You have the last 10 restaurants that were picked for you, and you can save the ones you want to keep. As simple as this. Rita, Alexandre, I hope you have a lovely dinner tonight.
Wait.
Yeah.
But tonight, it is the last night as batch 122.
Woo!
Shouldn't we all go out and have some drinks together?
Woo!
So, what do you think about picking some place with this new app, this
Let's
great
speak.
app? Okay, so let's go.
No filters this time. Ta-na-na-na.
Whoops. What do you think?
Again, let's do it again. Golf spot, nice.
Do you like this place?
Yeah.
Let's check it. Where is this? What? I'm not in Porto. Okay, that's better. So, near where? Cidade Universitária seems a good place. Should we meet there at 11?
11 guys, yeah?
Okay, so I'll share with you on Facebook. If I can. Meet up at 11.
As simple
Done.
as this. Let's pick for you. See you later.
That's it! Guys, one more round of applause for all the teams. All right, so I just want to say a big thank you to the audience. Thank you for coming here, but I just want to also say a few quick words to the students. To the students. To the students. Okay. So, guys, this is for you. First of all, you guys rocked it these 9 weeks. Congratulations. You should truly be proud of yourselves. I want you to think about where you were 8 weeks ago after the first week and how you felt. How'd you feel? Really, how'd you feel? Not great, right? Pretty overwhelmed. Some of you were like pretty stressed, right? And look how far you've come. That looks like, what do you guys say in Portuguese? Like peanuts, right? It's peanuts. So look how far you've come. And I hope that, like, regardless of the coding and everything, the one thing that you take away from doing this boot camp is how much you can do in 9 weeks. How much you can push yourself, how much you can learn, and what you're capable of, because it's incredible, right? And I think a lot of the students leave the boot camp thinking that it's just about code, but really it's so empowering to see how far you can go in such a short amount of time. And we're all capable of that with the right support and focus. So congratulations, first. Also, I know that we're like, this is a coding boot camp, it's 9 weeks. Okay, but it's a lot more than that, all right? So yes, we have this boot camp and it's here to accelerate your skills and to help you find jobs or launch your product, great. But it's more than that. Le Wagon, what we're trying to do is build a community. And, you know, when I first started Le Wagon here with Carlos, I was like, oh, 9 weeks, that's what it is. We're a coding boot camp. But, Carlos! But now, like, what's so powerful about Le Wagon is the network. Do you know that we have 2,700 alumni all over the world now, right? And you guys, it's just beginning. And I was actually quite inspired by an alumni. Did you guys meet Michael at last Friday's dinner? Yeah, Michael? Is Michael in the house? Okay, no, he's not. Okay. Anyway, maybe he's watching. Hey, Michael. So we have dinner every Friday night, and we had an alumni, Michael, there. He's actually did Le Wagon in London. He's Swiss. So he did Le Wagon because he had an e-commerce app. Okay, maybe this is too long of a story. He had an e-commerce app that was Ruby on Rails, and he wanted to take control of it. So he decided, I'm going to learn Ruby on Rails so I can, like, you know, hire the right dev team, and I don't have to go to India anymore. So he did Le Wagon. You know, skip forward 2 years later, he's here in Lisbon with us, and he's actually launching his development team here in Lisbon. He's hiring other alumni from Le Wagon Lisbon to work with him. So cool, right? Like, this is the power. This is the power of Le Wagon. And then he was actually like, he got me excited about Le Wagon. He's like, you don't get it. Like, in 5 years, we're going to be like the seniors. These guys are going to be the seniors, and they're going to be hiring like the new alumni, and there's going to be like, you know, tens of thousands of us because it's growing like exponentially. And I was like, yeah, that's what it is. You know, it's exciting. So, okay. This is all to say, like, it's really about the community, and I just want you guys to stay involved, you know, get on Slack, you know, ask questions, give technical feedback, support each other, and stay involved, because this is what's really powerful, is this community and this network of people. So, thank you. Just to give you a taste, here is to batch 122. batch 1. Can I get batch 122 on this stage, please? All right, guys, come to this stage. And while they're coming to this stage, I want to get, yeah, no, do it. Yeah, come here. These guys aren't shy. They're not shy. Definitely not. Okay. It's a lot of them. Oh, yeah, Maria. Okay, before we take this photo, Lorenzo, best photographer in all of Lisbon, by the way. He has business cards. No, before we take this photo, we want to give a big thank you to our teachers because that's why this is possible. So, without further ado, I want our teachers to stand up or even come here to the front while I say, Carlos, come to the stage. Andre, Pires, João, Nicholas and Rui, you're here in spirit. Andre Braz, Philippe, Guy, Andre, Costa, there's so many Andres. João, the 3 Joaos, there you go. Ugu, Gabriele, Manel, Patrick, everyone please come to the stage. Thank you so much. You've made it possible. Give it up for batch 122. That's a wrap, folks. Get excited! Woo! And a big thank you to our intern, Maria. She rocked it! Woo! All right, guys, we have this place for another hour or until the beer runs out, which might be... What?